Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will discuss about the economics of owning a pharmaceutical company. A pharmaceutical company is a business that discovers, develops, manufactures, markets, and sells medicines. These companies can create strong financial returns, but they also require huge investment, scientific knowledge, strict regulation, and long-term planning. Unlike many businesses, a pharmaceutical company may spend years developing a product before earning revenue from it. To begin, the company starts with research and discovery. At this stage, scientists identify unmet medical needs and search for new molecules, biologics, or treatment ideas. This is where innovation begins. However, this stage is expensive and risky because many early ideas never become successful medicines. Research and discovery may require hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars before one strong candidate is found. After that, the company moves into development and clinical trials. First, preclinical testing is done to study safety before human trials. Then clinical trials usually move through Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3. These trials test safety, dosage, effectiveness, and side effects. This process can take many years, and most drug candidates fail at some point, which makes pharmaceutical ownership a high-risk, high-investment business. Next, if the clinical trial results are strong, the company submits data to regulators. Regulatory approval is a major step because agencies such as the FDA or EMA review whether the medicine is safe, effective, and high quality. Without approval, the company cannot legally sell the drug in the market. Once approval is received, the medicine gains new revenue potential. Then, the company must manufacture the medicine at scale. Manufacturing in the pharmaceutical industry is not just about producing large quantities. It must follow strict quality standards, safety rules, and good manufacturing practices. Every batch must be consistent, reliable, and safe for patients. This creates cost of goods sold, also known as COGS, which includes production materials, factory operations, quality testing, packaging, and supply chain costs. After manufacturing, the company focuses on marketing and sales. It builds awareness among doctors, hospitals, pharmacies, patients, insurers, and healthcare systems. The company may also work with payers and distributors to make sure the product reaches the right market. Strong marketing and commercial execution can drive revenue growth, especially when the medicine solves an important health problem. Then revenue is generated mainly from product sales. The company earns money when hospitals, pharmacies, governments, insurers, or patients buy the medicine. Revenue depends on price multiplied by volume. Some patented drugs can command higher prices because the company has temporary protection from direct competition. However, pricing can vary by country, reimbursement system, competition, and regulation. At the same time, the company must manage its cost structure carefully. Major costs include research and development, cost of goods sold, sales and marketing expenses, general administration, legal costs, compliance costs, and other operating expenses. In this industry, research and development plus sales, general, and administrative expenses are often key invested costs because the company must both create the medicine and successfully bring it to market. Next, profit drivers become very important. A pharmaceutical company becomes more profitable when it has successful products, efficient operations, premium pricing power, and strong lifecycle management. Lifecycle management means improving, expanding, or protecting a product over time through new uses, better formulations, partnerships, or market expansion. However, the business also faces serious risks. Research and development failure is one of the biggest risks because a drug may fail after years of spending. Patent expiry is another risk because competitors can enter with generic versions after patent protection ends. Regulatory and compliance risks are also important because mistakes can lead to delays, penalties, recalls, or loss of trust. Therefore, companies must diversify their pipeline, follow regulations carefully, and stay agile. Finally, shareholder value and growth come from reinvesting in research, building a strong product pipeline, acquiring or partnering with other companies, and expanding into new markets. A successful pharmaceutical company does not depend on only one medicine. It needs a continuous pipeline of future products to replace older drugs, protect revenue, and support long-term growth. So, the basic economic formula is simple. Revenue minus cost of goods sold, minus sales and administrative expenses, minus research and development expenses, minus other costs, plus other income, equals net profit. In simple words, the company makes money when its approved medicines generate enough sales to cover production costs, research costs, marketing costs, and business risks. Therefore, owning a pharmaceutical company can be highly profitable, but it is also a long-term and high-risk business. Success comes from innovation, scientific excellence, operational efficiency, smart pricing, strong regulation management, and the ability to bring useful medicines to patients around the world. If this short video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.